Welcome friends, I'm so glad you were able to grab a Take and Make Toss Bake kit from the library. Welcome to Rachel Ann Quilts. I'm Rachel Ann. So today I'm going to show you how to complete that kit. First thing you're going to need is about a cup of rice. You could use dried beans, but I found that rice is better because it doesn't pose a choking hazard if the bags were to accidentally come open and you have little kids around. You'll also need a hand needle and thread, and I'll show you how we're going to tie the knot in that as we proceed. And then in order to get the rice into your bag, all you need is a simple piece of paper or some cardstock so you can make a little funnel. So let's begin. Your bag, you'll find, has an opening in it that's a couple fingers width wide. So you're going to want to take your funnel, kind of just spin it around until you get somewhat of a cone shape with a nice size opening in the end that will fit into your toss bag. Then you can fill it, that's a little loud, you can fill it with as much rice as you would like in order to get it as thick as you would like it to be. So I found about a cup works great for my purposes. Shake it all in there, and then you're ready to seal up your bag. You can see there's some raw edges, that's where they start to fray a little. We want those tucked inside when we stitch our bag closed. So I found if you stick your fingers in there and gently pull out, they automatically fold in to be about the width that you want them to be. And then if you just pinch them really well with your fingers, that's called finger pressing, they will stay folded on that nice straight line. Next, we're going to take our needle and we're going to thread that so that you have two lengths of thread. Hopefully you can see it against my dark sweater here. So I have two lengths. They're about equal on the ends. Then make sure your fingers are clean. You're just going to touch it to your tongue, your pointer finger to your tongue. You're going to wrap that thread around, and then you're going to roll it off until you get a knot. And then I'm going to show you close-up view on how we're going to start stitching. All right, now that you're ready to start stitching and you have that knot into your thread, we are ready to begin. You can see now that we're a little bit closer how it is folded over because we finger press that nice and tight. So right where that opening starts, we want to take our needle and we want to come up in between that folded edge and the front edge, so that we can hide the knot. So once you get it in there, we're just going to pull until we feel the tension on there and that knot is all the way in. You can see this first stitch here kind of loosened from where I originally stitched the bag. That's okay. We will trim that off when we get done, or we'll just tuck it inside using the needle. So now that I have that in there, because I'm right-handed, I like to flip it around and work from this direction. So you can see I now want to take the smallest stitch directly across on the yellow side. I want to go in just a tiny little bit. And then I'm going to come back out on the blue side. See how I did that? We're doing what's called the whip stitch. So then we pull, and all you really see is that tiny little bit of thread that goes across there. So now that I'm on the blue side, I'm going to go directly across on the yellow, put my needle in just a few thread lengths, and then come directly out on the blue side. We want to take nice, tight, tiny stitches so that the rice doesn't come slipping out of in between the stitches. So you're going to keep going. I'll go directly across into the yellow side, down a few thread lengths, and then come right out on the blue side. So there's no gap between where my needle comes out of the yellow and where my needle goes through to the blue. And then you just keep pulling until it's nice and taut, and you continue going. that you have it stitched all the way across your opening, we're going to put the knot in. So in order to do the knot, we're going to go all directly across again. So we're making like a giant thread circle. We're going to do once, we're going to go in the same spot, and we're going to go twice, but this time, oops, dropped my needle there. This time we're going to bring our needle and thread up through the loop once and twice, and then pull tight. And then what I like to do to bury that tail is I stick it back in the thread and I weave my way so I'm between the two layers, and then I pop it out about a half an inch or an inch away, pull it a little extra tight, snip it off as close to the bag as you can, and then you pull it back out and your tail is buried and your beanbag is ready to toss.